Traditionally, coordinating ministers in the Indonesian and Singaporean sense would be somewhat of a minister who has more senior ranking than other ministers. In fact, there will be ministers reporting to those senior ministers. For example, let's say in Indonesia, there's coordinating ministers for legal and political affairs. Then people such as the Home Affairs Minister, the Attorney General, the Defense Minister, and so report to him. Similarly, in Singapore, you have minister, I think coordinating minister, for example, in charge of economy and so on, and then the MITI minister and so on would report to him. In this Malaysian setup, I don't know, I think it's more like he doesn't want to have a DPM because then he will have an obvious potential successor and therefore challenger. So he diffused that DPM or devolved that DPM down to like 4 so-called senior ministers, but apparently with no other ministers reporting to them. So I think people are still asking, as you said, what exactly are these senior ministers? Well, it doesn't seem like most of his coalition partners are exactly well known for their, upright cleanliness and so on. In fact, many of those who were involved in those cases, they smiled and while walking to the courts and so on. So it doesn't seem like embarrassment is a big problem for them. So I don't know. Managing the Malay sentiment and turning the tide of the economy are two very distinct and separate matters. Of course, with no DAP, the conservative Malays will be extremely happy, but that doesn't mean, therefore, you'll be able to manage the economy well.